Every year, Samsung's foldable phones create a buzz, and this time is no different. With the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7 around the corner, people are asking, just how slim are these new foldables? Some early rumors hinted that the Fold 7 might even be the thinnest foldable phone in the world. That's a bold claim, but let's look at what the real details say. Recently leaked CAD files have given us a much clearer picture of what to expect. These files reveal the actual measurements of both upcoming models, helping us separate hype from reality. And while Samsung has made their phones slimmer, they're not exactly breaking records this year. Let's begin with the Galaxy Z Fold 7. When unfolded, it's about 4.54 millimeters thick. Folded, the thickness goes up to 9 millimeters. That's impressively thin and definitely more compact than many competitors. But there's one catch. It's still just a bit thicker than the OPPO Find N5, which holds on to its title as the slimmest foldable. In fact, Samsung missed that top spot by just 0.1 millimeters. Looking closer at its dimensions, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is expected to be 158.43 millimeters tall and 143.14 millimeters wide when open. Samsung is sticking with its familiar triple camera setup, placed vertically on the back with individual camera rings in a sleek layout. While the design may feel familiar, the Fold 7 is shaping up to be one of the most polished and compact foldables Samsung has made so far. Now moving to the Galaxy Z Flip 7, the design hasn't seen major changes compared to the Flip 6. When opened flat, it's 6.94 millimeters thick, exactly the same as the last version. Folded, the thickness comes to 9.17 millimeters including the camera bump. The height is around 166.61 millimeters, and it's 75.23 millimeters wide. If you put it side by side with the Flip 6, you'd barely notice any difference in appearance. But Samsung made a different kind of upgrade that users will probably appreciate even more. Instead of focusing only on making the device thinner, they improved the battery. The Flip 7 now features a 4,300 mAh battery. That's a 300 mAh increase over the previous model, for users who rely on their phones all day. This is a welcome change. Battery life has always been a weak point in compact foldables, and this boost could make a noticeable difference. What this tells us is that Samsung is starting to focus more on real-world usability instead of just shrinking the form factor for headlines. People may love thin devices, but if it comes at the cost of poor battery life, it's not really worth it. With this shift, Samsung seems to be listening to what their users actually want. Back to the Fold 7. Even though it didn't take the crown as the slimmest foldable, it's still one of the sleekest and most capable foldables we've seen. It's expected to come with a large 8.2-inch inner display and possibly be powered by the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or 8 Gen 3 Elite chip, making it a powerhouse in both design and performance. While the exact specs are still under wraps, all signs point to meaningful improvements in durability, display quality, and overall user experience. So, are the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Flip 7 the thinnest foldables ever? Not quite, but they're still very slim and much more practical than before. Instead of pushing limits just to grab attention, Samsung is finding a smarter balance between good design and real benefits like better battery life and consistent performance. Thanks for watching. If this gave you a clearer picture of what Samsung has planned, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the latest foldables and everything happening in the tech world.
Could Samsung's trifold foam end up being a letdown before it even hits the market? For years, fans have been eagerly waiting for Samsung's next big move in the foldable phone world. After the flips and the foldable book-style designs, the buzz has now turned to something even more exciting, a trifold. When Samsung teased this innovative design during the Galaxy S25 event, it looked like the company was about to push the limits of foldable technology. However, as early details start leaking out, some of the initial excitement is being tempered by unexpected drawbacks. One of the biggest points of concern is the charging speed. Imagine this, a phone that folds into 3 parts, offering a screen that stretches out to nearly tablet size when fully opened. With all the latest tech Samsung is known for, you'd think the charging speed would be equally impressive. But rumors are circulating that the trifold could still charge at just 25 watts. That's the same charging speed we've seen on earlier foldables like the Galaxy Z Fold 5, and it's being reported that the Trifold is being tested with a charging rate around 23 to 24 watts, officially labeled as 25 watts. Now, for most regular smartphones, 25 watts might not seem too bad. But for a flagship device that promises groundbreaking technology, this feels a little underwhelming. This situation becomes even more puzzling when you consider that some of Samsung's more affordable phones, such as the Galaxy A56 and A36, already support faster charging speeds of 45 watts. Why then would Samsung hold back on this critical feature for its most advanced foldable model? One possible reason could be Samsung's cautious approach to battery management. Foldable devices come with their own set of challenges due to their complex designs, and there's always a concern about heat buildup and long-term battery health. By sticking with a slower charging speed, Samsung may be trying to avoid potential issues down the road. But for a device that's expected to be a significant step forward in foldable tech, this slow charging speed could feel like a step backward for some users. But charging isn't the only place where Samsung might be playing it safe. Another leak suggests that the Trifold phone could forego the under-display camera, a feature that has been a signature element of recent foldable devices. Instead, Samsung might stick with a more traditional camera setup. While this is not a deal-breaker, it does raise questions about whether the Trifold will offer the same level of innovation that people have come to expect from Samsung's foldable phones. On the bright side, there are still some exciting features to look forward to. The main screen is expected to be around 10 inches when fully unfolded, which would put it into tablet territory. This could offer users the best of both worlds: a compact phone when folded and a full-size tablet when opened. The outer screen, meanwhile, is rumored to be 6.49 inches, which is similar to the size of the Galaxy Z Fold 7. So, in terms of display size, the Trifold could offer impressive versatility for those who want a large screen in a foldable form. However, hardware alone isn't always enough to create a standout device. It's the smaller details, things like camera features, charging speeds, and performance enhancements, that make a real difference. If Samsung doesn't improve in these areas, the Trifold could end up feeling like a great idea with too many compromises. That's especially true when other companies are pushing the envelope with their own foldable designs, making it even more important for Samsung to get these key features right. As for the release date, the latest rumors point to a launch sometime later this year, likely between October and December. If all goes according to plan, it could be available in stores before the end of the year or early next year at the latest. Until then, we'll have to wait and see how the device shapes up. To stay updated on all things tech, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more to come. Apple might be making a bold design shift with the iPhone 17 Pro, and not everyone is happy about it. A newly leaked case render has sparked debate due to a noticeable inconsistency. Shared by leaker Majin Buu, the image shows a camera bar that doesn't extend fully across the phone's back, contradicting previous CAD-based leaks that suggested a full-width design. After users pointed out the discrepancy, Majin Buu acknowledged the possibility of an error in the render and reassured that the final design should match the CAD models, with the camera bar stretching from edge to edge. While occasional mistakes and leaks aren't unusual, this has led to discussions about how reliable the latest information really is. The iPhone 17 Pro's camera setup is expected to introduce some significant upgrades. Reports indicate that it will feature a 48-megapixel wide camera, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 12-megapixel telephoto camera with a periscope lens capable of 5x optical zoom. Along with these lenses, the camera bar is likely to house an LED flash, a microphone, and a vertically mounted LiDAR scanner. Even with this design change, Apple is expected to retain the triangular lens arrangement seen on previous Pro models. So while the layout may shift, the lens positioning should still feel familiar to iPhone users. Reactions to this design change have been mixed. Some users are already expressing disappointment, criticizing the camera bar's appearance and arguing that it looks too similar to Google's Pixel phones. Others, however, see it as a step toward a more uniform and polished look. Instead of individual